Not all relationships are built on real love. Sometimes what we thought is love is actually entirely something different. So here are five signs that tells you were never truly in love. Might be infatuation, might be likeness, might be attraction. We could never tell until you finish watching this video. Number one, you might be in love with the idea of the person and not the person itself. If you're in love with the idea of that person, like you've created a fantasy, a scenario of that person in your head. For instance, you have always wanted to have a aesthetically pleasing relationship, at least a relationship that will be pleasing to people on the outside. Once people see this couple, they'll be like, wow, what a goal. And then you feel you are in love with that person because yeah, the relationship is aesthetically pleasing. People are in love with this relationship that we have. You as an individual are not in love with that your partner. You're only in love with the idea of that. People like it. I don't know if you get it. People love it. She might look like a model, like she looks pleasing to the eye, she looks sweet, she looks attractive. You are in love with the idea of that person, what you're saying. You're not in love with the personality. When people see you together, you guys fit. You get two good looking people, producing really cute children. That is the fantasy, that is the idea of that relationship. But you are not in love with that person. Okay, these are two different things. So I see a lot of men dabble into relationships because they feel, "Hmm, this woman fits into what I plan to have in future. This woman fits into, my plan for the future. Like she'll be able to take care of my kids. She wants to be a stay-at-home mom. I want a stay-at-home mom." That is the idea of that relationship. Okay, now this person itself, you are not in love with that person, but because she fits into the aesthetics or the things that the fantasy that you have created in your head, then you feel you are in love with her. No, you're not in love with her. You're just in love with the idea or the fantasy that that person will be in your life. That is number one. Secondly, when you never felt safe with this person, when you never felt vulnerable with this person, let me let you in on something. Real love doesn't fear vulnerability. In fact, when you are truly in love with a person, that is when you are much more vulnerable with them. That is when you don't feel ashamed to let them see you in your down moments, those times when you are not looking so good or not in such a good headspace. You are not ashamed to show it to them. You feel like this is the only person that I can actually feel this way with. That is love. But when you don't feel this way, when you don't feel like that, when you feel like you need to hide your real emotions, you need to hide your vulnerability, you don't want them to see you cry, you don't want them to see you angry, that is not love. Okay. That is not love. Real love makes you feel safe emotionally. Real love creates an emotionally safe space for you to express yourself. Number three sign that tells you that you were truly never in love is that the happiness of the other person does not matter, does not care to you. You don't care. You don't give two fucks about it. You you don't care. If they're happy, if they're sad, it's none of your business. That is not love. That is not love. As long as your needs are being met, as long as it gives you what you want, it satisfies you sexually, or it boosts your account, it gives you money. You don't care if you don't care if he's being frustrated, or if he's happy, or if she's not okay with how you're behaving. But what you're getting from the relationship is what you are concerned about. That is not love. Okay. Real love caters more for the emotions than the physical things. Real love caters more for things that money really can buy. And that is what true love is. Number four, a situation whereby you feel like you could walk away easily. Like you can walk away easily or move on sharp sharp. Then you were never really emotionally invested in that relationship. When the love is real, when the love is sincere, detaching is very, very difficult. And that is why most times some women just stay put even when they are being assaulted, when they are being abused. domestic abuse, sexual assaults, you see them, they stick to that relationship. And this is because they themselves actually love this person truly. Just it's a pity that it is not being reciprocated. They truly, truly love this other person. And then they find it very difficult to detach. They find it very hard to move on. It is very pathetic to see, but then again, they can't help it. But in this time and age, you need to break up from the shackles of that love. Health, we are going to be dropping flowers on your grave because, I mean, tell me why you need to still remain there. I digress. So, true love, find it they're very difficult to detach. Once you feel, once I'm out of this relationship, I'm out. Once I leave this house, I'm out. I'm on to the next person. You never truly loved that person. Because, like I said earlier, true love find it difficult to move on. True love find it difficult to detach completely. The first sign that tells you were never really in love is that you, as an individual in that relationship, is growing. You're growing financially, socially, physically, emotionally, mentally. You're growing, you're blooming, you're flourishing, and your partner isn't, and then you don't care. It's now similar more like a parasite and a prey kind of relationship where you are the one getting, they are the one giving and getting nothing in return. You are supposed to be troubled when the growth is one-sided. The growth ought to go round. Like you're growing, I'm growing, you are happy, I'm happy. We are fulfilled. It should be a partnership kind of thing, not just one person. It shouldn't be one-sided. Even if it is one-sided, you as the one in the relationship, you are bothered that your partner is not growing and you're looking for ways to improve that situation. That is love. But when you're not bothered, when you don't care, like I'm growing, I'm getting the contracts, I'm getting the promotions, my business is blooming, my business is booming, my life is flourishing, but your partner is just there, you're just there and you don't care. That is not love. Sometimes we confuse attachment, obsession, loneliness with love. Trust me, real love feels different, feels stronger, feels deeper. And that is what I need you to look out for when you claim you are in love with somebody. I hope you have get one or two from this video. If you have, do want to drop your comments in the comment section. Do you have any question concerning this topic? I want to know in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like the video. Click the like button right now and also subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to do that also. Share this video with someone you feel lack love, especially those that lack love from home. Share this video with them. They need to know if they are truly being loved in that relationship or not. And like I always say, I will always see you in my next video. Bye.